What's up everybody, welcome back to TechMark Gaming and Reviews. Today we're going to be checking out my iPhone 16 Pro Max 1 year later. I've been using this every single day to shoot my content, edit videos, and play games. And honestly, it's been holding up like a champ. Let's talk about how it aged, what's still great about it, and if you should upgrade to an iPhone 17 or just keep what you got. So design wise, this is the white titanium model, and I got the 1TB version, and I gotta say, this thing is straight luxury. It got that frosted glass back that feels smooth, the Apple logo sits clean in the center, and the overall design still feels premium. The side rails are made of titanium, which feels amazing. The buttons, the speaker grills, the charging port, and the camera control all held up pretty well. I managed to avoid scratches and scuffs since I always keep it inside of a case. Now let's talk about the daily use. This phone still feels snappy. I'm running iOS 18.7.1 and I decided not to jump to iOS 26 yet just because all of the bugs and battery drain people are reporting. This is actually my main device that I use to shoot content with, so I need everything to work as expected. Scrolling through my home screen, checking Reddit, TikTok, and just reading books on the book application feels buttery smooth, especially with that 120Hz Pro motion display that makes doom scrolling addicting, I can't even lie. Watching content is also fire, like YouTube, Netflix, and Hulu all looks amazing on this panel. It has a HDR display and it goes all the way up to 2000 nits. Especially when you take it outside and watch your content out there, man, this display is still on point. Now let's talk about battery life. Honestly, this thing is super solid. When it comes down to screen on time, I'm getting about 7 hours and 9 minutes, idle time about 5 hours and 21 minutes, which is pretty good for my use case. I usually wireless charge overnight, so it might impact the battery health. Right now, I'm sitting at 95% health with 343 charging cycles. Now when it comes down to the always on display, I keep it turned off to save power. As you guys can see, I got a shortcut on my home screen that's going to toggle it on or off when I need it. My lock screen shortcuts are pretty clutch. One opens ChatGPT voice so I can talk to my assistant hands-free. And the other one jumps right into the Tesla app to pre-cool down the cabin before I leave. Now when it comes down to Siri, I use it for quick timers and reminders. I love that with the dynamic island, I can see that the timer is running without having to leave what I'm doing. I also use it for voice recordings and checking what song is playing. This feature is actually on point for my use case. Now when it comes down to the action button, I have this map to open up an application, which is my ADT home security system, so I can lock down or unlock my house, which is super useful. And if I want to mute my phone, I just pull down the control center and I hit the toggle. Simple. Moving along, outdoors on a bright day, the display is still super readable, especially in southern states where the heat is no joke. The brightness cuts through the sunlight. As long as you don't keep the phone inside the sun, you should be fine. I can scroll through Reddit and check my messages when I need to. Now let's talk about the camera system. I gotta say, this thing is immaculate. You get an ultra wide, a main, a telephoto, and a big boy 5x zoom. And as you can see, this doesn't disappoint. I use it for the basic functions like taking videos and photos when I need to. The resolution that I normally shoot at is 4K, 60 frames per second, and it does the job. Mostly every video on this channel is recorded with this iPhone, and I really can't complain. Alright, the fun part. If you know me, then you know I like the game. Casual games like Mario Run feel super smooth and colorful on this 120Hz display, and the speakers are super loud. This is a really fun game you can play online, and there's a story mode. I've been playing this since 2017, and it still brings me in. Another game that I like to play is an Apple Arcade exclusive, which is Spades, and man, this is a household game that everybody should have on their phone. You can play online or you can practice, so whenever you go to a family function, you will know how to play. Another game that I like to play is Trivia Crack. This really makes me feel like I'm on a TV show and I have to answer the questions correctly. Honestly, this is a really fun game. Give it a try. When I want to play something heavier, I play 2K25, and this runs pretty good. I use the G-Story Bluetooth wireless controller. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check this out, but the animations, the reflections, and everything about this game is super fun, especially when you play online. I can play on high settings without the phone having to heat up so much. For the folks out there that want to see real gameplay, then I got you. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few games.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple. Young against Lillard. Launches a 3.
Yeah, back-to-back threes. Trae Young welcomes this duel because they're usually to his advantage.
There's the pass to Lillard.
Alright, so as you can see, everything played pretty well. The A18 chip really keeps up. So if you're a gamer and you want to play graphic intensive games, then you won't have any problems doing so. So after a year, the iPhone 16 Pro Max still checks every box. It's powerful, reliable, and perfect for content creators or gamers like me. And I really don't see a reason to rush to get the iPhone 17. This does everything that I need, from editing to navigation to entertainment, without breaking a sweat. I'll probably wait to the iPhone 18 series to see if there's a big leap. But for now, this is my go-to device. I also just picked up a Mophie battery case that's going to extend the battery life, so I will be reviewing that on the channel once that video is out. I'll leave a card in the top right corner of this video and a link in the description. If you made it this far, then be sure to leave me a comment and let me know what phone you guys are using right now. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Techmark Gaming and Reviews so I can be recommended to more gamers and tech enthusiasts like yourself. In the meantime, I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care. Deuces.